Hey, what's going on, YouTube? So, I would say that one of the first lessons, big lessons that one encounters, that I encountered in my spiritual journey is the idea that everything is as it ought to be, or rather, everything just is. And so we might as well consider it as exactly as it ought to be. And to be fully present and to be aware of, to get out of our minds and to be aware of when we're projecting or we're expecting or whatever the case may be, when we're coming from a place of our egos or just the human aspect of us. And if we're fully present, if we're fully in the here and now, detached from our stories and our perceptions, then everything just is. Everything is, there's no story. And in a sense, that is perfection, the lack of a story. But this, I would say, is not only the first lesson you learn, it's probably the one that's most difficult to fully integrate, because life and wounds, and it would take a fully healed person to truly perceive life in this way, or to truly just be aware of life in this way. And so it's an ongoing challenge for me to continually step into this awareness. And it's something that's very easy to speak about, to intellectualize or philosophize about, very difficult to practice in life and to embody. And so, again, when there are lessons that need to be learned, things happen for us to help learn those lessons. And with me earlier this year, what happened was I had hurt my knee training BJJ, and it wasn't super serious, and it's mostly healed by now, but it was still debilitating, and it did still force me to confront myself and to observe my reaction towards the incident. Initially there is that frustration, there is the why, the anger, not anger, frustration, mostly because of feeling powerless and wanting to be consistent, wanting to work hard in training, and then for this to happen. But as always, once I was able to calm down, I could see it for the gift that it was, and to try to find the silver lining in the situation, which for me was that I was a bit in my ego. I was going to a new gym, I wanted to prove myself. I was training maybe a little bit too hard. um, I wasn't listening to my body. I was forcing positions, and yeah, I let my ego get in the way instead of remembering that to train is a blessing, and that everything I do ought to be in service of love. And when I wasn't coming from that place, instead I was trying to like prove superiority over people I was training against, then something like this happens. And yeah, what my point is that this is like one of those big lessons in life that or in the realm of in the realm of healing and inner work that is very, very challenging and difficult to fully embrace. Although it takes a lifetime of practice to get it out of our minds. But all in all, I wanted to write this post as a reminder to myself. Hey, this is an opportunity to put your money where your mouth is. To practice what I preach, and you know, fortunately, once I got the message, like the severity of the injury was aligned with and matched the reminder, the loudness of the reminder that I needed to get myself back on track, make sure I am actually believing what I'm sharing. So, we all have challenges, different things going on in our lives. And one of the hardest things to do is to maintain that resilience and to see everything as happening through us or for us as opportunities for learning and for growth. So I also watched Father Stu recently featuring Mark Wahlberg, and that was basically the central message of it as well. Was here was this boxer athlete, very in shape, who I think develops like some kind of a nerve, some disorder in his nervous system where he like wasn't able to move anymore and became paralyzed. But saw it as a gift and saw it as the the humbling that he needed to be able to observe everyone with grace and with dignity. And I pray that that's not the drastic reminder that I need, and hopefully I can continue to try to embody this belief and thus not need that level of a reminder. But sometimes these things are not up to us. So um, if you need someone to talk to, if you need someone to bounce ideas off of, it can be helpful to share it with another individual. And if there's someone in your life you already are able to do that with, that's great. um, if you would like some specific support from me, don't hesitate to reach out. It's what I love to do, and I will continue on this path. So all the best to you. uh, Keep crushing it in life, and I will hopefully be able to connect with you soon.